Hello and welcome to Tea Break Topic 4. Today we're going to talk about space. I'm Sarah Swain of Cohesive Living,
And I'm Denise Balyoz of Your Soul Space.Life.
and as I say, we're going to talk about space, but we always have to check in with our mugs first.
Yeah.
So Denise, it's tea break time. What's your mug?
I have with me today a really special mug. This mug was given to me when I was in fourth grade, year 4, so 8 or 9 years old, by my parents at Christmas time, because I have always loved dogs. And I have treasured this mug and carry it with me. So this mug is more than 40 years old.
Do you know, I thought we might run out of mugs, and when I realised we're both hoarding on mugs, we've got a cupboard full. But mine isn't that old, but it replaced one that was very old. So this one is it was given to us by a friend who came over from Ireland, and it's got the Titanic on it. But I used it to replace one that I was given to me by a girl in my first ever class when I was a teacher, and I used it. I loved it. Tea tasted great from it, and so that would have been at least 25 years. And finally, it was about just before Christmas, I thought, I'm afraid it's got the chips, it's got to go. So Titanic has replaced it. You trumped me completely. You trumped me on longevity. Anyway, so space. So it was probably not got enough space in our mug cupboards, that's for sure. Right now, we probably should address that. And it's interesting, when we think of space, when I think about it from a home point of view, we often think, oh, what's our square footage of our home? And we talk, do we have enough space? Do we want more space? Are we feeling cramped? Can we fill our spaces? And how do we organize things? And I think for Tea Break Topic 5, we can get into that specifically about our home. But what's really quite interesting is thinking of space as a concept. And I know that's something that you kind of feel quite strongly about embracing when we consider that word, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Because if you look at space, space is one of the 5 natural elements. And actually, space is one of the most important elements, because if we didn't have space, nothing else would exist. Space is what contains everything else. Look around yourself. The space of this room contains the furniture, and it's held between the walls and the ceiling and all these stuff I have in here. But the same thing is true not only in our homes, but also within our inner beings. There's all sorts of spaces within you. And think about your breath. There is a teeny tiny little space that exists between your in-breath and your out-breath, where the air turns itself around. Or if you were to close your eyes and go within to daydream or imagine or just be still, your inner being, who you are at your core, feels quite spacious, actually. That doesn't feel like there's any stoppage of it. And the quite unique thing about space is that in order to create space, we need to have restraint. Because if we didn't have restraint, think about your week and your schedule. If you didn't have a schedule and you didn't block things out and you just let everything come in, we would have no more space left for anything. So when we have restraint, when we create practices or habits, or when we say no to things, we actually make space for possibility. And we create space with practices, with specific practices in our emotions, in our thoughts, and within our beings. And we tap into that energy of possibility. So your call to action today is, how can you, in your day today, create focus? How can you align yourself with possibility? And how can you see possibility? And how might you adjust to make just that little bit more space or spaciousness within and without your being and your day?
That would be brilliant.
Yeah.
Just flipping that mindset about what you see as space and looking for that possibility. I think that's going to be a brilliant call to action.
Yeah, fantastic.
So we will see you in the next tea break topic, and we will be talking about home and space again, but more specifically your actual home. And Denise, do you want to remind us where else they can find it?
There's a link in wherever you're listening to us from, well, whichever social media platform. There will be a link posted. Please do click that if you don't want to miss any of the Tea Break Topic series. You will have access to that for free, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one. Have a good one.
Bye.